I'm gonna just hold on. Watch out. Watch. Shalom. First and foremost, we like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone of world well. Salutations to the sincere, hopeful, elect, 144,000 Akim pushing the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua in spirit and in truth. Coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua. Just hopping into some current events, man. With Trump being president-elect, you know, he's made mention of the tariffs that he wants to impose on various countries when it comes to them bringing their goods into America, which that is him, you know, going into pretty much there's a certain term for it. I think it mentions it in the article. Who has the article? Somebody pull it up? Yeah. Pretty much just call it out and read it. We gonna get into it.
This is Outlaw News. The title is Global Trade Wars Warning.
Outlaw News?
Yeah,
that was a
Oh, okay. Pinsent Masons, global trade wars, warning if Trump embraces U.S. Protectionism.
Yeah, that's the word, right? So they're warning that if Trump participates in protectionism, that it's gonna be pretty much protectionism being America being protected against a collapse, pretty much. You know, certain things that Trump is trying to do is protecting America, but if it's protecting America, that's pretty much effing over all these other nations that send their goods here to America, which they've got complacent and they're used to making money off of sending products to America. So if America is taxing them on that, yeah, you're protecting the American economy, but you're screwing everybody else, and that's going to cause a lot of tension, you know.
All right, trade wars could break out if newly elected U.S. President Donald Trump follows through on plans to increase tariffs and implement trade restriction measures with a view to safeguard U.S. industries and jobs from global competition, according to an expert in international trade law.
Hey, yeah, it mentioned that global competition. We was talking in the car. China, they make everything. You know, India, they got the tech sector on lock. They got all the jobs. Elon, you know, they is good with as far as merchants. You know what I'm saying? They sell shit, they buy shit.
Arabs got the gas.
Yep. Hey, so that's America doesn't produce shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? And if you want the best of the best, you gotta venture outside of America.
Hey, America produces degenerates.
Yeah, degenerates. But as far as like producing like anything of substance, or even having people you know, in charge of or running certain industries, you got to leave that to the goops, to the Arabs, you know, to the other nations. All right, you can't leave that to the Americans because the shit's gonna go downhill. You know. So these nations is like these nations is like, what the hell does Trump think he gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You trying to access out the deal, and it ain't gonna do nothing but further collapse your economy, man. You know. Like, you gonna say something?
No, I'm saying Americans is lazy.
Yeah.
That anything that they do, they want to be able to sit down and do it.
Yeah.
They don't want to have to stand up and actually put labor towards it. They want to be able to push a button or go tell somebody to get it done, and they get the credit for it.
Hey, that's why America's desperately holding on to Singapore, not Singapore, but
Taiwan.
Taiwan. It's because of the microchip technology. They don't want to lose that cheap labor and that ability to be able to keep mass producing microchips.
Well, what you fucking people better realize is that's what Trump wants to do. He wants to bring labor back to America. So all that cheap labor that you used to relying on, you're not gonna get it anymore. So that right there is a whole catch-22.
Yeah. Trump wants this to be the golden age. You know, put you niggas back to work, man. Everything coming out of here. Make America great again. That's that famous slogan people are throwing around. You know?
How many years of free labor did them niggas get during slavery?
Like
Hundreds of
yeah.
years.
They got some crazy amount of free labor.
Prisons,
Now-
they're still doing it to this day.
But now you gotta pay. You gotta pay for health care. You gotta pay for mental health days. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay for holidays, vacation time,
Yeah.
maternity leave,
FMLA.
FMLA. All right? You gotta have all kinds of other shit going on right now, and it ain't about to work, man. Hey, the scriptures speak about how there's no bomb to heal this place, man. Okay, America is destined to burn, and there's nobody that's gonna step up that's gonna keep that from happening. All right, regardless of what policies these individuals try to put in place, none of it's going to work. This place is still going to be, which Trump is about to help with the scriptures speaking about how they're going to hate the whore. Trump is going to help further that in the earth, man. This America First policy, because it got him in hot water the first time around.
Yeah.
When he was in presidency. All right, all the allies of America was looking at America funny because hey, that American First means shitting on them. It's about to be that 2.0, man.
Yeah. We helped you become what you are.
Yeah.
All right. America is what it is because of first and foremost Israelites. You know, and then secondarily Esau exploiting all these other nations.
Yeah.
That's why America is was at one point somebody grabbed at the glory of all kingdoms.
Yeah.
That's why America was considered the glory of all kingdoms at a point in time. And now, Esau is trying to, Donald Trump in particular, is trying to pretty much cast away the other nations as if they didn't contribute to anything. Like the movie A Day Without a Mexican.
Yeah.
It showed you that, I never actually watched the movie, but it showed you that without the Mexicans, this shit's over.
Without Israelite, period, man. Because it don't matter what bottom of the barrel job it is. It's an Israelite, a Negro, Latino, or Native or Seminole Indian doing it, man. Regardless. And they asked the natives, like, how are you guys so brave to get up on there and on those tall skyscrapers do that? Shit, we're more afraid of not feeding our family than us up there dying. So they got their ass up there and walked them. You see them pictures of the natives? He's like, we wasn't afraid of the heights. It was like we were afraid of heights, but we were more afraid of starving to death than fucking falling to our death.
Yeah, they still do that metal work to this day.
Yeah.
All right, did you want to continue with that?
Yeah.
Let me grab this real quick. Let me grab this real quick.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah chapter 13. Let me see. 19. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right. So the glory and the splendor and the beauty that America was once known for, it's decaying. Just like you got a beautiful rose or a flower. It hits its prime, but after it hits its prime, the only direction that flower goes is down. You know, it turns to decay. That's why they got the term entropy, which means a steady rate of decay. The thing, meaning everything that we see in existence goes through a rate of decay. So a building can be newly constructed, but from the time it's constructed, the clock is ticking, which is going to lead to its decay ultimately. So America is going through that, man. All right, this place is damn near a third world country.
Well, credit score wise, it is.
Yeah. The infrastructure?
Yeah.
Infrastructure, the quality of people, the quality of life. Nobody's happy. All right, the poverty line, majority of Americans is below the poverty line, man.
Yeah.
All right, paycheck to paycheck. Can't cover a surprise $500, $800 bill. They don't have enough money in their savings to be able to supply for that.
Yeah.
Hey, cut the flat tire on the highway, man.
Yeah.
You cussing out everybody and everything like motherfuckers. You know I gotta get to work.
Hey, yeah, you can't. Americans don't have that ability to point at other countries and say, look at how misfortunate those countries are, because America is even more misfortunate than those other countries. At least they can afford to feed their families, man.
Yeah.
All right, the Americans aren't able to afford to feed their families. So this place is worse than the third world country.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was the point that you wanted.
Okay, yeah. So this place is its beauty is a thing of the past, man. All right. Yeah, I want to know a little more of that article. Let's keep reading. So there's a point I want to compare that down. Your preset was
No, we ain't doing that. That's just gotta go, bro.
The second time.
Just take like some stellar ass.
And this is Revelation 17, and I'm gonna start at the top. And there came one of the seven angels, which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, and I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
Hey, and the actions that Trump is taking, the political playing field that is being ushered out on the world stage, it's all leading up to America's destruction. And the beautiful thing is, through the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai, the prophets are privy to looking at these events happen and able to string it together like, okay, this is going to lead to this. I can see how this is leading to this, which all of it is leading up to World War III and nuclear missiles being shot off and America being obliterated.
Verse 2, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
Yeah, in the way that the kings of the earth, these other nations, have committed fornication, with America is through trade. Through the trade that these nations have done with America, that's how they have committed fornication. Because think about it, when these nations came over here to the Americas, all right, they came over to Americas because America went over there to their country and did some bullshit, right? Dropped bombs, did some experiments, and as a result, all right, we blew your country up, but now come here, come my children.
Sent their economic hitmen.
Hey, America was that Christ of the Andes. Come.
Like touchdown Jesus.
Yeah, touchdown Jesus.
Hey, what was that big Barney?
Yeah.
That big purple Barney.
Yeah.
I love you. You love me.
Hey, that's how these nations came to America. And what they did when they came to America was they brought their idols.
Yep.
Right? They didn't come to America and was like, oh, we're gonna be Christians. No, they came, them damn monks and shit, them Laos and Thai and They brought them damn Buddha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the elephant. They brought the Kali, the fucking Elon brought yoga and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they brought all the idols
He
with
said
them.
part yoga.
And with the with the idols,
Yeah, that fucking hot yoga, all them goddamn poses and shit.
Yeah, you just doing Kama Sutra shit. That's all you doing.
and
Goddamn
so,
goats.
with them coming to the Americas, to America, they brought the idols. They brought all the idols with them, right? And so that was an influence upon so-called Americans, Edomites in particular, to start getting into all that shit. You know, you got Edomites thinking they Buddhists, thinking they Muslims. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so forth. Yeah.
You got Edomite rosters.
Right, yeah, Edomite
With
rock.
dookie ass dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Dirty ass.
Looking nasty as fuck, boy.
Wearing patchouli and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, so with that comes naturally trade. All right, so America jacked up your country, caused you to come to America, the place that jacked up your country. You bring it 777. So you come to America, you bring your idols, and it's a trade-off. You know what I'm saying here? Hey, look at these. And then Americans and people that's not, born in America, U.S. citizens, start worshiping that shit. All right, as well as your country got certain minerals and goods and shit that's native to that land that they bring to America and trade America, trade certain things with America, or they sell it here in America. So it's a whole clusterfuck of fornication. Here we go.
House
Fornication.
With the electric really that started with Alexander. When he would conquer a nation, like when he went to India,
Yeah.
they wasn't called Indians back then, but when he went to the Persians and the Medes and started conquering them, hey, what did he do? He stayed.
It made it a melting pot.
Hey, well, it was before Alexander, because they was doing that with Babylon. They was doing that with the Persians and the Medes did that.
Yep.
You know what I'm
1,000
saying?
nations descend upon you.
They will go and conquer a place, and you take the riches of that place, man, and you set up a garrison.
Yeah.
You know, when King David conquered Edom, he set up garrisons in their place, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not really a new thing in the earth. Babylon is a big melting place though, because they've done that to the entirety of the world, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
They brought every nation under the sun to this place, and then spread their own wickedness to those other nations as well, man.
Yeah.
All right, you got people that come over from China. They born in speaking Mandarin, never spoke any English or anything. And they come over with their old ways from China, but when they have children here, their children become Christians. Their children believe in democracy.
Yeah.
Their children want to go and vote for Kamala Harris.
LGBTQ plus.
Korean Christian church.
Yeah.
Want to be in the LGBT. You know what I'm saying?
And then they joined the obesity as well.
Right,
Like, what the
right.
fuck? Go back home. I'm like, hold on, nah. You can't come back
Right.
here. You know about that obesity shit?
And this place, America, it goes to these smaller countries and it forms treaties with them to invite trade. All right, this place is the great whore because it's in everybody's bed, man.
Yeah.
It's in bed with everybody,
That's
man.
right. Yeah, those mercenaries, man. You know, that's how Greece was made great. You know, that's how the Persians was made great, man. You know, earth and water is all they require. You know, you get on board and they'll make you a vassal.
A vassal state.
Yep.
Hey, with the Roman Empire, they had they granted Roman citizenship to individuals that served in the military.
Yep.
Military service.
And it's the same thing America does.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
This is Revelation 17 and verse 2. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
Hey, you got a lot of nations on the earth, all right, that is into that democratic system, man. The people vote the leader in versus the leader being the current leader's son or something. You got a couple of places that still operate that way, but majority of them operate in some type of a democracy, man. All right? That's the wine that America then pushed off to the whole world. Because with that democracy comes a whole slew of wickedness, man.
Yeah.
That's what, hey, you drink the democracy, you also got to drink that LG and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to drink that with it, man. That's the chaser for it, man.
It's a lot of room for smoke and mirrors.
That's it.
You know, it gives them plausible deniability and all these different avenues of taking the blame off of themselves. That's what democracy gives you, man. A bunch of loopholes.
It's not a democracy. It's not a just system.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? And we see it right now with the whole presidency with Donald Trump, man. Like the whole system is corrupt, and these Edomites in America think that Donald Trump is Serapis Christus.
Yeah.
They think Donald Trump is gonna completely gut America.
Yeah.
All right, and you know, do away with all wicked politicians and the swamp, clear the swamp out. He said he was gonna do that when he was in office the last time.
Yeah, the first time.
He ain't do nothing, and then they getting on Donald Trump because everybody that he's appointing to be in his cabinet is all small hats.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
So
The same thing he did last time.
war hawks, small hats.
TV personalities.
Yep.
And yes, Donald Trump, ultimately, he wants to surround himself with yes men. He doesn't want someone that's going to challenge him in his authority. He wants somebody he tells him to do it. If he say jump, they say how high, man.
Hey, well, at
That's
least
what
he's
he
learning
wants.
from his mistakes. Because last time, them motherfuckers was quitting. Or he had to fire them because they wasn't listening to it.
He fired him because they wasn't listening.
Yeah.
Hey, which he's about to have problems with is Elon Musk. He's about to have problems with him, man.
Yeah, that
Because
was.
Elon Musk thinks that he bought the presidency.
Yeah.
You know? I was reading an article earlier that, speaks about the people that's around Elon Musk right now and how he's talking like, you know what I'm saying, like he's a co-president pretty much. Nah, motherfucker, you got to answer to Donald Trump. Donald Trump ain't about to listen to you. You got to listen to Donald Trump or he going to fire your ass.
Hey, you know that man ain't got it all. That man he got that
He got
Asperger's.
That, he got,
where you lack empathy.
You can't have people that got those strong personalities where they think they're in charge. Elon Musk doesn't have to answer anybody. He's in charge of everybody he's around.
That's right.
Donald Trump is in that same boat. He's in charge of everybody that he's around. So you're going to get those two together and they're going to butt heads, man.
Yeah.
Hey, this is about to, strap in. We're in for a fucking rocky ride, man.
Mm-hmm.
But this is all necessary. It has to happen because prophecy has said so. There's no place. You ain't putting Humpty Dumpty back together again, man. All right, this place is finished. These other nations are about to turn on this place, man.
And not only that, with Trump coming back into office, the ways of them is Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
And Christianity is loosely based on the Bible. It has nothing to do with the Bible.
Loosely based, yeah.
Loosely based. But on the blue side, they had the freedom of speech, freedom of religion, that liberalism, So that's already causing a clash in itself, coming in the shores of America. Because, you got these right wingers want to be Christian based and all of this, and you can't have LGBTQ, and you can't do this to the children and all of that stuff. And, just it's fueling that civil war,
Hey, you got Oklahoma that said they're gonna make it a requirement to teach the Bible in schools. Yeah.
But you had another state that said Tennessee, who said that the Bible is unconstitutional.
The Ten Commandments is unconstitutional to be mandatory in schools. Because in Tennessee, it's mandatory for all the schools to have a placard or some of the Ten Commandments in all the classrooms that says unconstitutional.
Yeah.
And why? Because the LGBTQ plus they want their fucking sticky fingers in the mix.
Hey, so like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
whole-
Sticky fingers.
with the Oklahoma situation, there was I forget what his title was, but he was he held some position in government. He had said that The Bible needs to be taught in schools in Oklahoma because it's gonna show how vital a role the Bible played in American history.
Yep.
So what I was thinking was the Bible didn't play no role in American history.
None.
Outside of showing that this place is Babylon the Great.
Yep.
All right, because Esau didn't uphold the Sabbath. Esau didn't uphold the new moon. He didn't uphold the Passover. He didn't uphold putting LGBTQ nasty individuals to death. He didn't uphold putting adulterers to death. He didn't uphold not using usury. And then on top of that, he didn't even tell the people that he had in slavery to this day that you are the true Israelites. So what role did the Bible play in America as far as shaping its history in any positive context? Exactly. And one thing with the whole, now these Edomites want to start using the Bible in the Bible this, the Bible that principle. We need to bring the Bible to they're saying that because they want niggas to go back to believing in Jesus Christ, a white savior.
Christianity.
You guys be docile. Those Israelites are crazy. That's why they're going so hard with the smear campaign to try to make Israelites look crazy, so that way Jake is turned off by that, and they like, you know what, I'm gonna just go back to plantation Christianity, because with that, you know, I can smoke weed and commit adultery and drink, and as long as I got a personal relationship with my Lord and Savior,
Almighty Trump.
Yeah, then I'm good. That's what they want niggas to go back to, man.
No, I was gonna say it's that movie Enemy of the State. It shows you Esau's track record and what they do before they come for you. They gotta take your credibility away from you. The smear campaign on the Israelites. They want to try to take the credibility away from the Israelites. So then once they take the credibility away from them, then once they kill you, there's not even a thought in your mind about them. Oh, that was that weirdo nigga that was talking that weird shit. Oh, good, he's dead. Fuck him.
Hey, they got Malcolm X's family after 60 years just suing the U.S. government because the U.S. government had info that there was an assassination plot against Malcolm X and ain't do nothing. So 60 years later now, 60-something years later, now they want to, sue the government. But they do that with all anybody that's an Israelite that's trying to stand up for the Israelites.
Yeah.
All right, whether it's so-called Mexicans to so-called Negroes, they gonna put them to death, man. All right, but the thing is, when Esau tried to make his move against the Israelites, as the scriptures say, that's when the Lord is gonna lift up that standard against them. All right, but you have more on that?
Verse 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Right, 7 heads and 10 horns. The 7 heads is the 7 governments of Esau's rulership, because you had the French that ruled for a period of time. You had the Spanish, all right, Germanian Major, Germanian Minor, so on and so forth. The British, so on and so forth. All right, so that's the 7 heads, and then the 10 horns is going into the EU. All right, which they started off. It was only a few of them when they started off, but eventually it grew.
Yep.
All right, into what we know the EU to be currently.
Yep.
And the woman was arrayed in purple.
Right, and a woman, Salaki, the woman being Babylon the Great, America.
And scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls.
So, purple represents royalty. So America, at a particular point in time, was considered to be, royal. All right, everybody looked at America as the land of opportunity, the promised land. They taught that, the streets were paved in gold. You can find money on the ground anywhere you go. Like, that was literally people's perception of America at one point in time.
Yeah.
And you know what? It was crazy because, like, even when we grew up, you could walk somewhere and just find $20, $5, $10.
And be good for a couple days with that $20,
Yeah,
man.
just money be on the ground.
You
Just,
actually find a quarter or something. You
Yeah.
know what I'm talking about?
yeah. Hey, I was watching a YouTube short
I don't know.
the other day. I think it was yesterday, where you had some dude that was demolition. He was
Oh, some of that money in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like, I don't know if it was real or not,
I
but
mean,
it could have been real. But
yeah.
who knows? But if he did find it, that's good for him.
Yeah, this dude was doing a demolition on a house, and he found like a stack of money just hid in what would be like the basement area.
The
You know what I'm
attic,
saying?
attic.
The attic, or
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like the attic area. You know what I'm saying? So if that is actually true, like, that just goes to show you how, this place was prosperous at some point in time. Right. Yeah, there we go.
Oh shit! Over in South America, they found Pablo Escobar, one of his stash spots.
Yeah.
Man, they was pulling hella money out of the wall, bro. Hella money, all wrapped in plastic. Hella money, just pulling out bricks of money. I was like, damn. Cops was happy as fuck. Everybody was taking their little portion, walking away. Hella money.
It says, having a gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication.
Yeah, just that grog bowl. Like we talk about in the military, you go to a banquet in the military, and everybody's required to bring some type of alcohol to throw in the punch to spike the punch. So America ain't nothing. That cup, proverbially, got all kind of wickedness. They got democracy in that cup. They got pedophilia in that cup. They got homosexuality in that cup. They got adultery in that cup. They got usury in that cup. They got bestiality in that cup. They got fast food in that cup.
We got anti-Semitism.
Yeah, anti-Semitism in that cup.
You name it.
They got Satanism in that cup.
Hey, you got high fructose corn syrup.
High fructose corn syrup.
Hey, it got Fetty Wap in that
Yeah,
cup.
it got breast implants and BBLs in that cup.
Hey, you got transhumanism in that fucking cup, man.
They got Neuralinks in that cup.
Yeah.
They got a microchip in that cup. All right, and that's what Esau is pass that around. Hey, like when you give a brothers.
Take a sip and pass it down. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, like
Make sure everybody get a sip.
brothers buy a bottle and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Brothers just pass that motherfucker around. That's what Esau is doing to these other nations. Hey, you bringing shit over here? Well, we gonna hit you with a tariff, but at the same time, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Keep the party
Hey,
going.
if I can say real quick too, just to add in, you had a event happen this week that caught a little bit of news about the German. There's a German leader that reached out to Vladimir Putin. All right. Now Germany is currently one of the stronger forces of the EU at the moment, man. And NATO. Well, the thing about the EU is because when Britain pulled out, Germany's economy was the strongest economy there. You know, between Germany and I believe France, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So they got a big seat at that table. But then also, like the brother said, in NATO. Now the whole purpose of NATO was to keep Russia out and to keep the Germans down. All right. Now if it's not fulfilling any of that, which NATO's already kind of shaky with Trump coming in, because he was talking about if people don't pay if they don't pay their weight, he's gonna pull out. All right, which will have that whole thing crumble. All of this is going into effect where these people are going to be hating the horde, man. Because what's Germany and Russia got to talk about? They're supposed to be enemies, man. But here they are having conversations. That was on RT, I believe, is where I saw an
Because
article on
them
that.
Germans ain't stupid. They know Donald Trump's about to do something dumb.
Europe been gearing up ever since the president started. They was like, man, this nigga about talking about tariffs and shit. They've been gearing up to pull away from this nigga.
In Turkey, I believe
Now be
Turkey
smart.
is saying that Arab, they need to come together. You know, they need to like band up to get together.
Come together right now.
Turkey severed all relationships with Israel.
Yep.
And that's beautiful.
And the funny thing is, them churches, a lot of them is rats themselves.
Yep.
Yep. Hey, kingdom divided against itself cannot stand.
That's right. That's right.
This is Revelation 17 and verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great,
Or,
the mother of harlots, an abomination.
hey, look at the license plate.
Yeah, it's got Donald Trump on the license plate.
Yo, you that's from Florida too.
From Florida. Hey, it's only right. They from the orange. They from the orange state.
From the orange state.
They from the. Hey, they fuck with the orange man. They from the orange state.
Ain't that what Mar-a-Lago is?
Hey,
Yeah.
we got robot dogs moving down there.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, but they calling that nigga out because his first administration, he was against that big tech. He was against
Digital money.
digital currency
Yep.
and all this CBDC
Yeah.
and all this Elon Musk shit. He was against that shit, but now
He
he's
embraced
all
it.
for it. You know? Yep.
They want to bring in that new Norris Oros Sakori.
Something was doing something weird.
It says, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints.
That's Babylon the Great.
That's like I heard. I saw the woman twerking with the blood of the saints. No, I know that's not what it said, but it does what it sound like in my ears, like it.
And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua.
Yeah, hey, America, like, America got so comfortable being that you got the apple of the Lord's eye, all 12 tribes located on the Western Hemisphere, and the cream of the crop is posted up right here in the country that you hijacked, making you money. You know what I'm saying? Making you money to where you can sit on your ass and just rely on residual income to the point like what's it's like a little kid's nursery or one of them stories where Hansel and Gretel got so fat or something like that. What's the little day? Eating the porridge and they was getting fat. Yeah.
You talking about Hansel and Gretel because the witch was fattening them up
Yeah, there we go.
to eat their ass.
No. Well, anyway, so like, I don't know that shit. But the point being,
Nah, it ain't none of those y'all saying.
Hey,
hey, fuck it.
here's the deal, pal. Here's the deal.
Yeah, here's the deal. Hey, but no, I mean, a better analogy or historical account would be with the Babylonians, how they got fat and they didn't read the handwriting on the wall.
Yeah.
They didn't know that night their kingdom was going to be taken down, taken over.
Yep.
So America is drunk with the blood of the saints because they became prosperous via the labor of the Israelites to the point, you know, like Jack being in slavery, when we was in slavery, it'd be Thanksgiving or Christmas, and fucking Esau eat his heart out and be in the bed, sleep, and slaves creep up there that night and slice your throat, the wife's throat, kill the baby, all that. That's how Esau is right now. And the Lord is the one that has done that because he's preparing Esau to be slaughtered, man.
That's right.
It says, and the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carried her, which has the 7 heads and the 10 horns.
Yeah, NATO and the EU, that's their beast. All right?
The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition.
Yeah, the bottomless pit is Europe, and it's going to go into destruction.
And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life.
Yeah, yeah, all these damn bozos out here. All right?
Bozo.
In the world, because these bozos here in Babylon going to be destroyed. You know, because it's missing that perdition, that destruction. So all these people you see making these turns, right.
All these customers in
doing
these cars.
U-turns and making left and right turns, and they all gonna be done away with. They ain't gonna get a chance to marvel at the destruction of this place, because they're gonna be part of that destruction.
Yeah.
They're gonna be nothing but
Yeah,
dust
man.
and smell of smoke.
Yeah. They're gonna be making left and right turns while they twirling in that fire.
Yeah, but the people that survive of these other nations, you know, they gonna marvel at the devastating destruction that America's gonna have to go through.
It says, when they behold the beast that was and is not and is and yet is.
Yeah, the beast that was and is not and yet is. Okay, so because America, it spawned from Great Britain.
Yep.
All right, so at the time, you had America around in the form of Great Britain, or even before that. You know what I'm saying?
Rome.
Rome, because America is the revived Roman Empire, but was and yet is. Read that one time.
Was and was not and yet is.
It says, the foundation of the world, and when they behold the beast that was
Yeah.
and is not
Yep.
and yet is.
Yeah, the Roman Empire was around. It fell. It came back as America. You know what I'm saying? So when they gonna marvel at the you know, like I said, the destruction of this place. Go ahead.
And here is the mind which have wisdom, the 7 heads of the mountains of which the one is seated.
Yeah, those 7 ruling governments of Esau, Edom.
And there are 7 kings, and 5 fallen, and 1 is.
Yeah, those different kingdoms that ruled. Like I went into, you know, you had Britain, you had France, Spain, so forth. Germania Major, Germania Minor, so on and so forth. All right. So all those were around for a period of time. And then there was the next Edomite nation that came up and ruled. Then they went down. Then the next one came up. Then the next one came up. And then it went to Britain. And then from Britain, it went to America.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And is not collected. And one is, and the other is not yet come.
Yeah.
And when he cometh, he continue a short space.
Yeah. So America wasn't around, but it was going to come. But when it comes, it's only going to be here for a quick little minute.
Yep.
You know, like the Papa said, the average empire lasts 250 years.
Yeah.
And we're what, 249 or
248. Yeah. America.
Yeah, 248. So that's 2 years left. Hey, was really a year and 1 month. You know, somewhere around there. All right. July. When's America's birthday?
July 4th.
Oh, but when was it? The Euro order, right? That's why I was like, yeah.
1776.
1776. But May 1st, 1776. So that's what another 5 months, a year and 5 months away from 250 years.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Or so.
And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7th.
Yeah, the 8th and is of the 7th is of Great Britain.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And goeth into perdition.
Gonna get that ass toe up.
Hey, when you think about those seven original countries, all of them had a part in this place getting formed, man. All right, Spain, Portugal, France, Britain, all of them motherfuckers had a part in America actually becoming what it became, man. because you had France that had a portion of land over here that they claimed for themselves.
Yeah.
Spain and Portugal have portions of land over here that they claim for
Yeah.
themselves. Britain, you know what I'm saying? They all had their hand in this pot over here for this place to get formulated as they were stealing it from the native tribes that was over here, man. Gad, Issachar, Reuben,
Yeah.
you know, as they were stealing this land from them, all them Edomite nations had a portion over here, man. Had they troops over here.
They all sent their conquistadors and their conquerors over here. You know, under the doctrine of discovery.
Hey, the
Yep.
Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Those wars they had, the Spanish Indian War. There was 3 different wars that they had,
Yep.
and those are all self-inflicted shits, man.
Yep.
Esau against Esau.
Yep.
Infighting, just like they're doing now.
Yep.
If a kingdom can't stand, or Salaki,
Divided against itself, it can't stand.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
That's right.
It can't stand. As a matter of fact,
Hey, this real quick, based off of something that you just said a couple minutes ago, this is Romans chapter 9. The point being right here at right here at verse 17. It says, "For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth." So America's getting built up for the Heavenly Father to smack this place down, man. All right, it's going because this is the best example that can be shown to the rest of the world to let them know that the Heavenly Father means business, man. All right, the golden cup is getting smashed to pieces. All right, the glory of the Chaldees is being smashed down to pieces, man, by the will of the Heavenly Father. That's the best example that could be. Hey, if Mexico was to get built up and trash, nobody would care. All right, one of those European countries, nobody would care, man. But America, everybody got ties with America, man. That's why when this place goes down, it's going to be an astonishment throughout the entirety of the earth. All right, because the Lord He's puffed this place very far up, so that way when he brings it down, man, like that suplex brothers was talking about earlier, that when that head hits the ground, man, it's gonna ring throughout the entirety of the earth.
That's right. That's right.
endless construction.
And there was a battle rap little snippet I was listening to yesterday, and I can't remember exactly how dude said it, but it was something along the lines where he said, "Oh, party slam your hat with your head in it." I was like, "Oh,
Damn, B.
that shit was funny."
Your head's about to be fucked, boy. I body slam your hat with your head in it.
Damn, man.
Damn.
It's violent.
Hey, that's intensive action right there.
Hey, this is Mark 3 and 23 in the NLT. Yahushua called them over and responded with an illustration. How can Satan cast out Satan, he asked. A kingdom divided by civil war will collapse. Yes, so hey man, all this infighting, like we're just going over, the brothers just going over these past kingdoms of Esau's kingdom, how they rise up, they just fight against each other, man. And that's what tears them down. Ultimately, it's the Heavenly Father, you know, because that prophecy, or their time is up. You know, Esau's on borrowed time, and that's the same thing you see today. He's on borrowed time, and in these last days, and his fall, because Jacob is the beginning that, or Esau at the end of the world, Jacob is the beginning that follows, and this fall, there's going to be infighting.
Yep.
That's going to come through the roots of it all and just dismantle this whole place.
That's right.
The article?
I got one more scripture. It's from a little bit earlier. I was holding this. This is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20, which says, "Woe to them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, and that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter." We were talking about how America, you know, this place doesn't uphold any of the law, statutes, commandments of the scriptures, man. But it claims to be a God-fearing country but it doesn't put the molds down. All right, it doesn't restore somebody when they've been they've been what's the
Wrongfully
word? Wrong-
accused.
when they've been wronged. All right, it doesn't restore the justice. It doesn't do any of the things that the scripture says that a righteous nation should do.
Yeah. Yeah. Because even Apostle Paul and a couple of different of the righteous men was like, if I wrong anybody, let them come forward, and I'll restore everything that I wronged them for. You know, but nobody could come with a report like that though.
Right.
But that's a righteous man. That's a righteous man's characteristics.
I think Samuel said that.
Yes. Yep. Samuel said it. Yep.
Go ahead and walk.
The details of the incoming Trump administration trade policy has still to be set, but during his election campaign, Trump indicated that a blanket increase in tariffs on imports to the U.S. will be applied, possibly up to 20%.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Tariff
That's a lot.
increases potentially 100% or more.
Read that again.
From the beginning,
No, just when it got into the 20 and the 100.
Trump indicated that a blanket increase in tariffs on imports to the U.S. will be applied possibly up to 20%. Higher tariff increases, potentially 100% or more, have also been mooted in relation to certain imports for specific countries.
So he's like, look, 20% is what I'm about to hit y'all with. However, certain of y'all is gonna be hit with 100,
100.
depending on what you bringing in this motherfucker. Like, could you imagine that?
Bro, 20% is a lot, man.
Yeah.
That is a
20% is
lot, bro.
You got to think about it. If you're talking about 20% of $100, that's $20, man.
Yeah, they're talking about
That's
millions and billions.
So we're talking big numbers, man. 20% is a lot. Go get a loan that's an 18% loan.
You gonna lose your ass.
You gonna notice that 18% that's a
APR.
lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 20. Go get a credit card with a 20% APR. You gonna be looking to get rid of that motherfucker, man.
Immediately. You
know what
ain't
I'm
never
saying?
gonna use that bitch. You gonna be like, I'm
Like,
cool
nah,
with using
fuck
that shit.
Fuck that.
Bro, it took me a year to pay that nigga off, and I only got $250 limit on
Right,
that
right.
bitch.
Yeah, nah, that's a lot. That's a lot, man.
And then imagine you try to bring some vehicles over here, and then this nigga talks about, oh, we're gonna hit you with 100% tariff.
Right.
Oh man, you gonna lose it.
That's
Right.
too much, man.
You gonna lose it, bro.
Materials like aluminum and steel, as well as whole vehicles or their components, are among the products likely to be hardest hit by U.S. measures. Materials like aluminum and steel, as well as whole vehicles or their components, are among the products likely to be hardest hit by U.S. measures.
Aluminum, steel, precious metals, right? Not precious metals, but metals.
Metals that's used in everything.
Vehicles and their components.
Bro, that's all China right there.
Yeah, and you know, and a lot of vehicles are coming from Mexico. You know what I'm saying? They get assembled in Mexico.
Yeah.
The parts get made in China,
Yeah.
and then they get assembled in Mexico and then brought up here to the Americas. There's all kind of shit. Like a lot of shit that when you go online, getting car parts and shit, that's coming from China and shit. So if there's a tariff put on shit like that, it's gonna cost you a shitload of cash just to fix your alternator, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't let your car get stolen.
With a 20% tariff.
Yeah, you're done, buddy. You're done.
What car?
You have no car.
Hey, before we get our oil imported, think about tariffs on oil, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Think about if they raised gas prices 20% right now.
What?
People will lose their shit, man.
Bro, that's gonna be hella. It's already what? 330?
Well, that says 419 across the street.
419?
Every $10
Damn.
again.
Damn, bro.
Go ahead.
Given the importance of related U.S. industries and the jobs they support, said David Consonis of Pinset Masons, who warned the effect
Get
would
him
be
out my
felt
gambling.
not only by the U.S. trade rivals like China, but also traditional trading partners like Canada, Mexico, South Korea, the EU, and UK, and the global economy as a whole.
Hey, so not only the ally,
Hey, not only the ops, but the fam gotta pay too.
Yep.
He's like a mafia boss.
Yeah. And he said not only the enemies of America, but also the allies being Mexico, Canada, which they touch America. Okay, but South Korea, and other nations that the EU, so on and so forth, that do a lot of business with America, they're gonna be fucked over in this situation. And it mentioned the global economy overall. Okay, so we can see how this is gonna lead to the beast hating the horse, which is why the brother read what he read in Revelation 17. Go ahead.
Trump has already made it clear that he intended to protect the U.S. industry. Consonis said he would do that by primarily raising tariffs. The question then is, what does that do for the world economy? Well, there have already been economic reports showing that growth across the globe will suffer and that GDP would be reduced. In fact, the same reports indicate that the U.S. GDP would also suffer as a result of imposition of higher tariffs.
Yeah. So what these nations is going to be producing is going to suffer as a result of Trump, enacting these tariffs, man. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, hey, be prepared for a crazy 2025.
That's right.
It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be beautiful.
We're gonna have this something crazy in 2025.
No, you just
Hey,
crazy.
it's gonna be beautiful, man. It's gonna be beautiful because these people they've been living deliciously. All that's about to change because it's not only gonna affect the rest of the world, it's gonna affect you Americans, man. You guys are gonna have to come out your pockets to get these goods, man. All right?
Hey, you don't hear nobody saying, I can't wait to 2025. You don't hear nobody saying that shit. Everybody like, they spooked, man. I mean, unless you got, you're on the right side, but they delusional as hell.
They delusional as hell because they think that this guy's about to come in and just fix everything, man. He's about to come in and solve all of America's problems. You know what I'm saying? Like he can come in and mediate to the Heavenly Father to where the Heavenly Father ain't about to jack this place up, man.
Trump's gonna tackle climate change.
Yeah, hey, Trump's gonna tell the weather to behave, and the weather gonna listen, or else. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, dog, that's not the way this works.
They said what? He gonna stop the wars and what?
Yeah.
With him and all it's gonna end sooner. With him, no, nigga.
Nah.
No, nigga, he got number Warhawk.
No, it is, because he's gonna accelerate that shit. He ain't gonna slow it down. He gonna accelerate the fuck out
Cause
of it.
that button to be pushed.
Yeah.
Push the button.
Bumble cloud. Puss.
Go ahead.
It seems that Trump administration is focusing
That's what we talking about.
on the protection of domestic industry and growing domestic industry irrespective of the effect that trade protection measures might have on traditional allies. For example, a threat to...
Hey, look. You gotta read that again. Because there's certain, with the WTO, the World Trade Organization, there's certain laws that's set up to protect, to make sure that one person, one nation ain't just fucking everybody over when it comes to doing these maritime trading deals.
Yeah.
Right? So with that being, read that.
It seems that the Trump administration is focusing on the protection of domestic industry and growing domestic industry irrespective of the effect that trade protective measures might have on traditional allies. For example, a threat to impose tariffs For example, a threat to impose tariffs higher than 100% on automotive vehicles imports will hit Mexico quite hard, as well as allied countries such as Germany.
Yeah, because Germany produces all those BMWs, the Benzes, the Audis, Volkswagens. Used to be Jaguar, but Jaguar is American now. There's some other ones too. Them Wraiths and all them shits. They all come from Europe, man. Germany and shit. Yep.
There are also concerns that the U.S. domestic productivity rising.
Throw that shit away, man. Fuck.
Rising this would lead to greater inflation, meaning that meaning that U.S. interest rates would need to stay high for longer. Ultimately, more protectionist U.S. trade policy could lead to a number of countries retaliating by imposing their own counter-punitive measures against the U.S., and there is likely to be an increase in trade disputes as a result of the policies that we expect Trump would introduce once he becomes president in January of next year, Cupson has said.
Yeah. So they're like, look, man, him doing this shit, they like, look, bruh, they ain't just about to let that shit happen and be happy with it. They're gonna take that shit to court. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a lot of just trade disputes, which with those trade disputes going on, that means
Trade is halted.
Exactly. Shit's gonna be halted, just how we had the fucking longshoremen a couple months ago.
Yep.
Like,
And before that, all them motherfuckers sitting on the waiting to get into the port.
Yeah, back in 2020
Yeah.
with COVID.
Yeah, yep, when that CVIT, yep.
So it's gonna get crazy, man. Like literally, the rail supply chain is gonna come to a screeching halt. You know, when this nigga, Lord willing, when this nigga get in the office.
Yeah.
You got more?
During the first Trump administration, the U.S. relied on a number of occasions on the so-called national security exception in the General Agreement on Tariffs Trades, the GATT, in raising tariffs so as to protect U.S. domestic industries. This exception allows WTO countries to take any action they consider necessary for the protection of their essential security interests. However, its use by the U.S. has proved controversial.
It's you.
Its use by the U.S. has proved controversial with a number of trading partners, including the EU, taking a narrow view as the circumstances in which reliance on exceptions can be justified, arguing that a more flexible interpretation undermines the rule-based trading system which the WTO is meant to embody.
So they're pretty much saying America get over it. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much America's a cheat.
Yeah.
You know, it'll do some janky shit in the WTO. Really ain't fucking penalizing America or stepping in and saying, no, you can't do this. But it'll slap everybody else upside the head if they try to do some janky shit. So that's something to be on the lookout for. Yep. Okay, when America imposes these tariffs, when Trump imposes these tariffs on trade coming from these other nations, what stance is the WTO gonna take? Right. You know, if they step in and are against it, like it's just a big clusterfuck of bullshit that's gonna happen when this nigga get in office. So it's a very interesting time to be alive and to be privy to what the Lord is doing, man.
Yep.
You know?
And to water Yahweh Hashem outside that we have this knowledge
That's right.
to be stable in these times.
That's right.
Because they got now to carry the weight about these things, man. As a matter of fact, when the fight was going on last night, I believe they moved 100 or so fighter jets through the night. I think to Nevada, something like that. And then, you got these various countries testing their bombs and testing their nukes, and it's still going on. And like I said, they don't care. Yeah. I just read an article: China, Russia, North Korea, they're testing their missiles together.
Yeah.
It's a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joint war games.
Testing out, man. They're going to work, man. While we sitting back, not we, the hopeful elect, the ones that's in this truth, just the ones that's following the doctrine of Yahweh Shai, they got that covering, man. That hopeful covering. For when these times come, when these days come, when the sun be darkened, the moon be darkened, it won't give a light.
Yep, that's the war, that exemption from judgment. Is that covering the brother is speaking on.
If I can speak on those treaties, if I can speak on those treaties real quick, the World Treaty Organization and stuff. The only reason, World Trade Organization. The only reason that those type of organizations even got any type of authority is because of America's backing. If America ain't backing that, those things, just like you have the world. I forget what they're called, the world something that's trying to come up against them small hats for what they've been doing over there in the land. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have any bite to do anything because America ain't backing their decision on coming up against them small hats, man. So it's the same thing with like the World Treaty, World Trade, you know what I'm saying? All of that, all of those treaties and whatnot, they don't have no bite to them, man. They're all bark. They don't have no bite without America backing them, man.
Yeah.
You know? So all of that's doomed to fail from the jump in the first place, with America doing this American first thing underneath Trump, man.
What the fuck? That's all they want to do is make this the last hope for these Americans, man. This is the last hope, man. So Trump is in that seat. Trump is in that seat to give that authority. The Lord is constructing his mind to say all the things that he's saying, so he can destroy. So the Lord can have a good reason to destroy this place, man. To take this place off the map.
Had to get a little nigga a death stare. He shut his little ass up after that, man. Nigga, what the fuck you doing back there, man?
It's weird, man.
Yeah, loud. Just because they see us over here recording, they want to get louder. I fucking can't stand that shit,
Fucking
man.
children, yo.
And it be the little Jake ones that be the most disrespectful, man. In front of these Edomites and shit.
Right. Hey, Dad, trying to give eyeballs and shit. Get the fuck out of here, man. Hey, can I read this real quick?
Jeepers
This is
creepers.
Obadiah chapter 1, verse 7. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the borders. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee, that they may eat thy bread. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
Yeah, everybody that took part in America's handouts, any type of natural disaster that'll take place in their country, America will come with some aid.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll give you some Monsanto rice, right?
Yeah.
We'll give you unlimited supply of Monsanto rice, but you gotta let us frack in your country because you guys got oil. Sound good? Yeah, okay, good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what America do. So everybody that took part in receiving aid from America is pretty much gonna band together and come against this place, man, because they realize the janky, underhanded shit that America has done to not only them but all other nations on the planet Earth, and they quite frankly are dog shit tired of it.
Yeah, the janky promoters. You ever seen that movie? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. This nigga America's janky as hell, man. It's like that shiesty ass car salesman, man. sell you this fucking shiny ass turd.
Yeah, he gonna sell you. Hey, he gonna sell you a Volvo, right? Inside. Don't even trip. Don't
You
even
gonna
trip.
sell a Volvo, and then he gonna take you on the little test drive with him, and then you gonna think you got a good car and go get some food to celebrate. You know what I'm talking about? And then you gonna go back out to the car and it ain't gonna start.
But it was running perfectly fine 30 minutes ago.
And then he ain't gonna answer his phone. Phone ain't even a real phone number.
Yeah, Esau got me, man.
Whoa, them niggas is cold, boy.
That has never worked.
Right. It's a goddamn talking tone number or some shit.
And he
You know what
instantly
I'm saying?
changed it.
Oh,
As soon as he got that money, gone.
Yeah, man. I
Lord
almost
kill
used
you,
the
Gunner.
word that's banned on YouTube.
I knew I shouldn't have bought that motherfucking car.
Hey, real quick though, another point is that Europe has kind of X'd Russia out of a lot of things for America's behalf, man. So with America coming with this shit where he's saying even you guys in Europe are gonna have to pay these tariffs and whatnot.
How dare you?
That screwed the hell out of them, man. You know, so they ain't gonna take that too kindly, man. There's gonna be a lot of backlash against this this Trump administration from the world economy.
Even though they're talking a good talk right now, coming out and saying we're doing it's all peace and safety and everything is gonna go through. Nah, man, they got blood. Hey, never the scriptures say never trust thy enemy.
That's right.
You can't trust this, man. You can't trust these heathen either, man. They got a plan they want to carry out as well.
That's right. And the way the Trump administration, or Trump in particular, is talking, this nigga's talking like not only the world, but in particular Israelites. Just forget about everything America did, all the fucked up shit. The reason America, not only America, but the world being fucked up the way it is, even though America is responsible for it, look, just forget about it all. We're gonna fix it.
Forget about it.
We're not gonna pay. We don't have to pay for. We're exempt. We're exempt from retribution. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, look, the Lord requires that, which is somebody hold Ecclesiastes 3:15. The Lord He requires America to pay for what the fuck it did to the Israelites, man.
All of your pain, it's gone. All of your suffering, it's gone. All right.
Wipe it all away. Wipe it away.
I wiped it all away. It's all gone.
It's all gone.
You'll never have to deal with it again. I've
You'll never
wiped
experience it
away.
again. You know why? Because Trump did that.
I did it. I came in there and I said, pain, suffering, you're fired. You're out of here.
You have no place here anymore.
I wish I had a
you're
good,
an excited
good impersonation of that nigga, man. That shit's funny. What'd you call for Ecclesiastes?
I'm gonna
something.
rock you all to sleep.
Did you grab it?
It's Ecclesiastes 3:15.
Good man.
That which have been is now, and that which to be have already been. And the Most High requires that which is past.
Yeah. Hey, the Heavenly Father, how about from the outside? He requires that which is past. What was in the past? On a physical level, slavery.
Slavery.
The Lord, America has to pay for that. Esau, Edom has to pay for that, man.
That's right.
In the way Trump is talking, it's like he wants everybody in America to put it, whatever you worship, put it down, and pick up plantation Christianity in Jesus Christ, and that's gonna make America great again. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, nigga, them days is over. You gotta pay America. 888. Watch that, y'all about to know outside. America has to pay Esau, Edom in particular, for the shit they've done to the Israelites, man.
That's right.
Along with their mishandling of the world.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The earth is giving it to the hand of the wicked, man. And what did Esau do? He caused everybody on planet Earth to be in a state of mourning.
Yep.
And you're not just going right off as a
bitch ass nigga.
A bitch ass nigga used to say, a lip-rinse bitch ass nigga used to say, you're not just gonna ride off into the sunset
like
John Wayne. Nah, you gonna be like Charleston Heston when he see that fucking Statue of Liberty.
You
in the middle
did
of the-
You did it!
God damn you! Damn you to hell!
This is Jeremiah 30 and 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be as spoil, and all the prey upon thee I will give for a prey.
Yeah. All right. So everybody that that mistreated the Israelites. Hey, it's their turn, man. It's Esau Edom's turn, man. Like I forget who said it, but it was a couple weeks ago that I forget who said it. I forget, but I had been thinking the same thought to myself for like a week or two, and the thought was Jacob's trouble. Even though we gotta experience that, Lord willing, we make it through that. That ain't for us, man.
Nah.
All right, that's for the rebellious 2/3 of the nation of Israel, as well as, because Jacob's trouble ain't nothing more than Esau's martial law, Esau's civil war.
The devil coming down with great wrath.
Right.
Yeah.
Esau's civil war equates to. Oh, you need to get that fixed, buddy.
Yeah. Looking bad.
Esau looking like a shark fucking rib or something.
The little
What they call it?
The dorsal fin?
Yeah. Hey, so Esau's civil war equals Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? So that's for Esau in the 2/3, man. Jacob's trouble.
And the heathen nation.
That ain't meant to destroy us. As it says in the book of, I believe, Baruch. Can somebody grab that in Baruch? I want to say it's like 4 that the Lord brought it. He didn't bring us here to destroy us. If somebody want to find that, Bob Shah? Oh, would you read something?
I got some.
Okay, good.
This is Revelation 6. I'm going to start at verse 9. It says, and when he had opened the 5th seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of Yahweh and for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth?
Yeah, hey, a good point to make with the brother reading that scripture is that Trump is trying to outlaw certain verses in the Bible.
Yeah.
And then ultimately, he's going to be coming after the Israelites. It only makes sense that they put him in office because they want the prophets done away with. The shit in their perspective, the shit that these niggas is talking is actually happening. We got they can't be all this freedom of speech shit. And then you know what? Elder Wamba, Yasharamba, he went into how Trump is saying pretty much, hey, everybody got the right to freedom of speech and all these laws and shit, and certain accounts, people being discriminated against via these accounts online. We're putting an end to that. People have a right to this, that, and the third, and you get your account back and all this shit. And it's like, okay, it sounds good, but how is it actually gonna play out?
Yeah.
Being that what you saying that you trying to outlaw certain Bible verses,
right.
and you talking about the prophets of doom,
The
and
perennial prophets of doom.
the perennial prophets of doom, and all this. So So it's like, how's all this gonna pan out? You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting. 441,
How's it gonna culminate?
Exactly. and we can see through the Spirit how he gonna come after the man of the Lord, man.
Yep.
Go ahead, bro.
Oh, yep. Verse 11. It says, and white robes were given unto every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled.
Yeah, so, hey, if you end up being a martyr, hey, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
To be able to suffer for Yahweh Shem Yahshai being that you were targeted because you spoke the right thing.
Yep.
You preached and prophesied the right thing. You know?
Stood on business.
And the Lord knew you was gonna be faithful unto death.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't put it on your plate if you wasn't.
Right.
So the Lord trusted you to be able to be that pillar that he can set on for a minute. You know?
To be an example
Yeah.
of faith.
And they get to rise first. That's a special spot.
Yeah.
For the,
Yeah, it is.
For the elect.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
that are under the altar right now.
Hey, what Yahweh Shai say? Greater love have no man than that he laid down his
Yep.
life for his friends.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So that's the ultimate show of love that you can perform is to die for your beliefs, and with that it's you dying for your fellow brothers.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Precious is the death of the Lord. If the brother want to grab that.
Precious in his sight is the death of the saints.
Of the saints. Yeah.
This is Baruch 4 and verse 6. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath, you were delivered into the enemy.
Yeah, so and we wasn't brought over here to be utterly destroyed.
Right.
You know? Hey, we moved Yahweh Shai to anger via our actions. So we were brought over here to serve punishment.
Right.
Okay? And like Jeremiah says, our pretty much our punishment is fulfilled. You know?
I
We
got
know
that.
it's like being on punishment. And you've been grounded for 2 months out the summer, and it's your last week of punishment. And you thinking like, oh yeah, finally I'm about to hit up the homie when I get my phone privileges back. See what's cracking.
See what
you know
it
what
do.
I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go to the park, get my bike,
Yeah.
ride my skateboard, I'm about to go hoop. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to go give Lisa this little letter. Hopefully she flip it to 6 times and hit the right pocket.
Yeah, exactly, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and so with us, it's like we thinking about the kingdom, the earth being put back in order, the food we gonna eat, the water we gonna drink,
Oh man.
the fresh oracle daily.
Hey, the air that we're gonna breathe.
The air, yup.
Hey, remember the
Your
nigga?
power.
You breathe that air, you die. Couldn't breathe that good air.
Yeah.
It's too good for you.
Just having these nations, it's subjective beating up Esau.
Man,
Beat
busting
Esau's
heads.
ass up,
Busting heads,
boy.
You know what I'm saying? Spiritual power flying.
Yeah.
Hey, to truly humble a woman in the kingdom, bro, it's gonna be real glory,
Hey,
man.
she gonna to actually have a woman that loves you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like a woman that actually loves you. You know,
You.
you know what I'm saying?
You.
Like for real.
Like she's into you.
She's into you.
You can do no wrong in her eyes.
She ain't,
Like,
she ain't got eyes for no other man. It's only you.
ain't questioning you about how you do it and why you do it. You know, it's also all she knows is like, I like it when you do that. Do that again.
And she got long ass hair too.
Hey, did y'all see the video of she had a little baby Jake, right? The stepfather walked in the room, and the baby Jake goes, my daddy spit in that here the other night.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, he lying. She's like, why would he just come out the blue and say that though? He ain't never said it before, but he said it today. Why? Oh, he do that all the time. No, he don't, bitch. That's why I'm questioning you. Why is he doing it now?
You know, just saying, you know, our woman will be in their right mind. You don't have to worry about shit like that.
You know, like,
Yeah.
about shit like that.
Nope.
Yeah.
And there was another one where the dude, the boy was like, Daddy, can we go to that one dude's house again? He's like, what are you talking about? Oh, me and Monty went to this one dude's house.
And his mom was like,
She's like, shh, no, he didn't.
he's like, no. What'd you say?
What'd you say?
He
Nothing.
said, say it again.
And now he didn't want to say it again. I'm like, these bitches, bro. Like, what the fuck? About to read something? I have to have precept though.
We got a little more.
Okay.
Verse 7, for ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing it to devils and not into the Most High.
Hey, and that's the state and the situation a lot of Israelites is gonna find themselves in here in America, worshiping Jesus and Buddha and Allah, and it's so rappers that worshiping fucking being Muslims. And shit. All these rappers ain't nothing but Muslims. Worshiping a rock. You know what I'm saying? Oh man.
It says, ye have forgotten the everlasting God that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you.
Yeah, you grieve Jerusalem that nursed you. I work with that nigga right there.
You work with him?
Yeah, I work with that.
He a hoe.
That nigga got the Johnny Bravo head.
I seen that shit. That shit was on display.
Fuck that nigga, man. Hey, a lot of these individuals worshiping Donald Trump, man.
Yeah.
They're putting Donald Trump on such a pedestal to where they're really idolizing this individual, man. You know, they're praying to the almighty Donald Trump. You know? Donald Christ. You know?
Yeah, they worship them. These idols, Psalms 96 and 5. They say that the gods of the idols are
Gods of the
gods of the nations are idols, you know? So it's just wood, just stones, people. It don't matter, man.
Touchdown, Jesus.
It don't matter. You know? Yeah, it don't matter, man. These people are worship a tree. They worship their car, their
Hey,
clothes,
shit.
everything.
They got
man.
tree huggers.
Yeah.
People that run around butt naked in the woods and hug trees.
Yep.
Hey, in fucking basic training, my drill sergeant made us hug trees.
Oh, shit.
We had to sprint to a tree and hug that motherfucker for a period of time, and then sprint to another one and hug it. And,
What was that doing for you?
I don't know. Just on some
Amusement for him.
yeah.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. God damn. Bruh.
Was that on that?
It says, for when she saw the wrath of the Most High coming upon you, she said, hearken, O ye that dwell about Zion, the Most High have brought upon me great mourning.
Yeah. So pretty much the land of Israel, you know, proverbially, as it's saying, seeing what was coming. And pretty much if you're in the land of Israel, you gotta do right by the land of Israel. Because that's the Heavenly Father's favorite land. And guess what? You got the small house that's over there that ain't doing right by that land, and that land is spewing them out.
Yep.
It's kicking them out.
Yep.
Because if you don't do right by Yahweh Shemi outside being in the land of Israel, he's gonna cause friction to occur between your nation and other nations, another nation / nations, and that's how you're gonna get your ass up out of there. All right.
I got a precept for you. Yep. This is Psalms 116 and 15. It says, precious in the sight of the Lord Yahweh is the death of his saints.
Yep. Straight to the point.
Yep.
So, hey, being a saint, if you end up becoming a martyr, you know, witnessing for Yahweh Shemi outside, hey, your death is precious, man. You know, and if it's precious to the Heavenly Father, you know, two brought it by Yahweh Shemi outside. If it's look at that, man. If it's precious to the Heavenly Father, you need nothing to worry about.
Right.
You know, don't even trip.
what
Like the brother
they're-
said.
Probably won't
Yeah,
even fit.
that's what I'm saying. Like when they stoned Stephen, you know, he's probably I think about that. He's probably in so much of a trance that he ain't even feel you know the impact of them rocks hitting him and so on and so forth. 777.
That's right.
Somebody else? Yeah. Somebody hold Ezekiel. I got something, right? 27?
Well, I got something for you.
Go ahead. Somebody hold Ezekiel 27.
This is 2nd Ezra 15, and I'm gonna start at 7. It says, therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore, saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
Hey, we in them times when the Lord is hearing the cries of the saints, man. Whether they in the spirit world or are still here. But that's why you gotta continually throw up curses, throw up prayers, you know, asking the Lord to return and deliver us up out of this captivity, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 10, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm.
Yeah, hey. Like a mighty hand, just think of like a damn, it's a fish and a fish tank. It's fishes in a fish tank. And you just take your hand just real quick and just plunge in there and grab a fish. You know what I'm saying? Like the extraction of the elect. Y'all like that word?
Yeah. That was that $10 word.
Yeah. Hey, the word of the day. Hey,
The extraction.
That extraction that the Lord is going to use getting the elect up out of this captivity is going to be monumental, man. It's going to be by force. That extraction is going to be violent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The elect getting beamed up into a chariot. You know, while you know the missile is raining down. You know what I'm saying? That's a mighty hand and a stretched out arm. That's the Lord is going to use to deliver His elect. Because when you think about it, everything that's going to be going on right before those missiles come, it's going to be like, man, what the fuck? What the fuck?
There's gonna be a lot of judgment going out.
It's gonna be a lot of confusion because it's like how to tell you about the battles of old, how it used to be with noise and garments rolled in blood, all that clean, ah, and niggas dropping niggas.
Well, if I can add,
Yeah,
I had
go ahead.
a dream about this one. It was literally like I was like in the dream and I was getting touched, but I was looking at all the chaos that was going on. People was hitting each other over the heads. Planes was coming out of the sky. Every smoke was everywhere. It was just massive chaos. Everywhere you turned, no matter where you looked, it was chaos.
Hey, like that movie Civil War. That movie Civil War. How you heard that? That was seeing tracers. You know what I'm saying? You see his tracers and like the brother said, bombs and fucking all
Fighting.
that.
Yeah, it was.
Chinooks. You know?
All kinds of shit.
It's gonna be crazy, man.
All kinds of shit. Kamikaze drones.
Yeah.
And then the sky get flooded with so-called UFOs.
Right.
Oh, hey, brother, I think I sent the redacted video where Natalie and Clore.
Oh, that plane that went missing.
Yeah, Natalie and Clayton Morris. They showed that MH13
Yep.
plane that went missing.
Yeah.
Which brothers have said, man, it could have been a chariot that. And lo and behold, it was a chariot.
Three
They had
chariots.
3 chariots.
Circling around that motherfucker, and then it blipped. It blipped like X-Men.
Yeah.
Everyone blipped and everybody was gone.
And think about like where did they go though? You know what I'm saying? Like
To the upper room.
Think about that, man. Where did the Lord
Take them.
take that plane? Did he cause the plane to dematerialize and turn back to the ether, and then he just same thing with the people's bodies, and then their spirits just went back to the spirit world, or did they go like intact somewhere where they was tortured or like what? You know what I'm saying?
Did they implode like that submarine?
Yeah, like bro.
Gone. No longer. Just out of there.
Hey, hey, man. So,
Probably dropped them in a volcano.
man, bro.
Because you see, as a matter of fact, Congress right now, today, they had a hearing on the UFO, so-called UFO, because there's so
UAPs,
many
brother.
so it's lucky.
You gotta get that right.
So many sightings. I mean, it's off the charts now. I mean, every time you look up, look around, it's a video of UAP out there circling around somewhere. Like I said, they saw them going through volcanoes, going in
Water.
water.
They had submarines studying on watching them go in and out of this spot.
They asked the woman, it was like, is there like a landing strip underground or the water that they be going into? Like, he's like, I have no clue. I can't even tell you that.
They don't fucking know.
Yeah.
We don't know. But, hey.
The Elder Barack went into it a couple videos ago. It's a spot called some island. If you watch the video, he breaks down all the islands where they see all the UFOs coming out of the water and shit. I can't forget what that shit was called.
This technology is 1,000 years better than this technology, man. So ain't no way you can stop what's coming around or coming out of this stuff.
You ain't got no chance.
It's eternity. It's like however many years you want to try to apply to eternity, that's how much better the chariot technology, the heavenly technology is compared to whatever Esau got currently.
And there ain't no catching up. Ain't no catching up.
Can I read this real quick? This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power.
That's right.
Fearful.
Right? He was asking, like, what happened to what happened to him? You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Heavenly Father, man.
Hey, you gotta ask Birdman. What happened to that?
What happened to that? Damn.
I'll finish this real quick. Reading on to verse 11. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 11. It says, but I will bring them with the mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that Yahweh will bring upon it.
Ain't nothing but destruction comes to this place.
That's right.
From civil war and everything that comes along with that to fire 444 like that. The fire engulfing this place. That's all that's promised to this place. Every day, if this place don't go downhill fast, like the scriptures say, like Howard Todd said, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven.
The star fell from the sky.
What is that?
I'm gonna grab it.
Yeah. The Lord said I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Pretty much Esau's position of authority and dominance in the earth, he gonna lose that quick.
The wisdom and knowledge as well.
Yep.
That's symbolic of that light as well.
Right.
This is you want this real quick? This is Luke chapter 10, verse 18, and it says, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven.
Yep. So Esau's power structure, he gonna lose that quick, man.
This is the book of Daniel 12 and 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
Hey, yeah, when you go throughout history and you look at, what certain nations have went through, and it being like the worst time for that nation in their history, as far as like, government coming after them or another nation coming after them or some type of war or some type of famine, or you can compile all those, every nation that has went through some crazy shit where mass amounts of people died, whether it was self-inflicted or not, compile all that together, and that ain't gonna have nothing on what's about to go down with Israelites at the forefront.
You think about the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. You think about the flood with Noah. All right, all the whole generation that was on the earth at that time. You think about that hardcore slavery that Jake had to go through. All right, the slaughtering and the raping and the murdering that the Israelites over here in the Americas had to go through, at the hands of the conquistadors and Esau, Edom. All right, You think about the atrocities that happened over there in the continent of Africa. All right, all these various different wars that happen over the earth. All of that is going to be it pales in comparison to what the Lord is about to have happen here upon the earth, man. Especially right here in Babylon the Great. That's fucking mind-boggling, man, when you think about it. It ain't gonna have nothing on it. You ain't got shit on me, type of shit, you know?
Hey,
Type shit, they say.
It's
Type
because
shit.
of the technology. You know, when you think about it, like in history, they didn't have the technology that motherfuckers got now.
Nah.
This is going back to nothing that's happened to any of these other nations, like Jerusalem. This is Daniel 9:12, and he have confirmed his words which he spake against us and against our judge and judged us by bringing us a great evil from under the whole heaven have not been done as has been done upon Jerusalem.
So ain't no nation dealt with the shit that we've had to deal with as Israelites. You know, Jake, you know, like the brother said, when the conquistadors and so on and so forth came here to the Americas, slavery that Jake had to, you know, Judah, Benjamin, Levi had to suffer in the Americas, all that. Ain't nobody had to deal with that. You know what I'm saying?
The Israelites of all up in Canada and South America and going all the way down to, you know, Chile and all of that stuff, man. Esau has ran amok on the Israelites, man. The Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom, man. West Indies and the West Indies. Brothers out there too. You know? You gonna have to pay for that, man. That's right. Dope. That's right.
When you really look at it, if you got a child that has a friend and they both go commit a crime together, you're gonna be more mad at your child than the friend. You be like, man, what the fuck's wrong with you? I don't give a fuck what that little nigga do.
Right.
He ain't my child.
Right.
But you, little nigga, you ain't about to be out here acting stupid like this. And nigga, and you my son? You represent this household, nigga?
Right.
Fuck wrong with you?
Yep.
And that's how the Lord looked at us, like, no, you guys is represent my name. How the fuck? I don't give a fuck with what the rest of the nations do. They don't represent me. You do.
That's right.
So you gonna get the worst, nigga. Fuck wrong with you?
I'm gonna punish you for your iniquity.
Exactly.
And that's why Judah got it the worst.
Yeah.
Because Judah's the head tribe. And Judah's supposed to carry that standard.
What's that? Bola? The two sisters? The two sisters?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The older sister went off, and then the younger sister went off, but it's like, hey, look, you should have saw from the example of what I did to your sister, man.
Yeah, that's why they said. That's why I said the northern treatment was justified.
Yeah.
They said they was more justified than Judah.
Yeah.
Because Judah should have known better.
Should have known better.
You seen them go off.
You seen what happened to him.
And they didn't have a righteous king.
Right.
Not one. But Judah had a few.
How you doing, sister?
How you doing? Yeah. We out here. Rain, sleet, snow, sunny. Yeah. Yeah.
Rain or sun, storm or wind, they're out here.
That's right.
Got that rosemary going, huh? I smell it. It smells good too. All right.
All right.
Go ahead, bro. Who you reading?
Hold on, I got
Hey,
something.
somebody grab that Ezekiel 37 too. We're gonna wrap up.
Hold up. What was that? What did I have here? I got nope, I read that one. I got the Ezekiel 27. You wanted that?
Yeah. Well, Baba, could you read Ezekiel 27? Well, I want you to look up some of the Hebrew words.
Okay, I got you.
No, hold that because this whole chapter it goes into what we experience.
This is the book of Ezekiel 27 and verse 1.
All right, and the brothers is reading this, and this is going into Tyrus, which Tyrus was in the ancient world, you know, was up there in the coast of like Israel, and they were known for their maritime trading.
Yeah.
They had it on lock.
Yeah.
Which, you know, everybody came to Tyrus to get off their goods, to sell their goods.
Yeah.
All right. In America, and likewise, Tyrus they took by way of the sea, they were able to distribute their goods as well. But they had that shit on lock in the ancient world. And who is that today? That's America, man. All right. So go ahead, bro.
I was going to add, when you look around the Mediterranean Sea and how it was set up, they can get around to all the whole borders of the coast of the Mediterranean Sea to everyone. You know, they had it all on lock.
They strategically had an advantage, which America, same way. Because if you're on the east coast of America, damn, you can hit China. Not China, excuse me, you can hit Europe, Africa.
West Africa.
Yep.
All right, if you're on the west coast,
West
you can hit Korea,
Yep.
Japan,
China.
China, all that. You know, if you're in Alaska,
Australia.
if you're in Alaska, they say pretty much, they call Alaska the center of the globe because from Alaska, via plane,
Was driven on you?
you can get anywhere in the world from Alaska in like 15 hours or less via plane because of where it's located.
Yeah.
You can hit Russia, you can hit Europe, you can hit China, anywhere in the world from Alaska, you can get there quick as fuck. 15 hours via plane. You might lift it up. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, bro.
Verse 2, now thou son of man, take up a lamentation for Tyrus, and say unto Tyrus, O thou art thou situate at the entry of the sea, which at the merchant of the people of many isles, thus said the Lord power, O Tyrus,
Which art a merchant of the people, which art a merchant.
which art a merchant of the people for many isles, thus say the Lord power, O Tyrus.
So America, same thing. You got many merchants that come here to the Americas to get off their goods, man. You know?
It said many isles.
Many isles.
Like
Islands. Yeah. Because you know America got all these Guam, Philippines. They got West Indies. They got them the Cayman Islands. All these different isles that America is servicing. Puerto Rico and Haiti and yep.
The most ports in the
St. Lucia, St. Vincent's.
Hey, let me read that in the NLT real quick. It says, this is Ezekiel chapter 27, verse 3 in the NLT. It says, that mighty gateway to the sea, the trading center of the world, give Tyre this message from the sovereign Lord Yahweh. You boasted, O Tyre, my beauty is perfect. The point being that it says that it's the gateway to the sea and the trading center of the world.
Yeah.
That's America currently, you know, which is why that whole port, the tariff situation with Trump got the whole fucking planet fixated. Like, what the fuck is this nigga about to do?
Yeah.
All eyes.
Hey, case in point, the dollar. You gotta go to the dollar to trade anything with any other country.
Which that's rapidly coming to an end.
Yeah, it is.
As a matter of fact, I want to add on that. They got I got the article. It's called New Development Bank. And this New Development Bank is going to help with the digital front in logistics and healthcare and I believe banking too. So that's something to look into. I've seen the article.
Man, I hate when they be talking logistics. That shit's fucking. I hate hearing that shit, man. Because when they said it, it's always gonna go back to digital, keeping track of everything and where everything's at. Logistics.
That's what logistics is.
Yeah.
It's a lot of record keeping, paperwork, moving the parts. You gotta know, you gotta track where things are going, how things are moving.
Like the shit was talking about the unjust steward.
Yeah.
That's what he was.
His
job was
logistics. Yep.
You know.
That's fucking them rats. That's their shit.
Yeah.
They're good with it. That's how they exact usury.
Yep.
Because they're good at keeping track where everything's supposed to be.
Yep.
Crunching numbers.
Crunching numbers. Yep.
Go ahead, bro.
It says, O Tyrus, thou hast said, I am a perfect beauty. Thy borders are in the midst of the seas. Thy builders have perfected thy beauty.
Yeah, thy builders have perfected thy beauty. You know?
It says,
read that part in the NLT.
This is Ezekiel 27 and verse 4 in the NLT. You extended your borders into the sea. Your builders made your beauty perfect.
Yeah. Who built this place up, Jake? You know what I'm saying?
Jake made it look
Made
good.
it look good. Put some salt in it.
Put some salt in the game.
He said, I know it's it, but I keep it clean, don't I? Keep it clean, though.
Give me some. That's that nigga saying that crispy ass chicken. Give me some. That's how the other
I want
nations
some.
look at this place. You know?
They have made all thy ships board of fir trees of Sinar.
That was the nigga we seen at Western earlier. We got the food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that nigga that had a jumpsuit on.
Uh-huh.
That was him that just drove up. Go ahead, bro. Like it. You got to
Player, huh?
They have made all thy ships boards of fir trees of Sinar. They have
All right, so those names that's getting read off. Look up those names. All right, so read that one more time. Why the brother's getting that?
They have made all thy ships boards of fir trees of Sinar. They have taken cedars from Lebanon to make masts for thee.
All right, so
This word, the word Sinir, there is from the Strong's H8149. The word is Shanayor. All right, Shanayor, which means snow mountain, an Amorite name for Mount Hermon.
all right, so that was some Hamites. All right, so the Hamites aided in beautifying Tyrus. Tyrus. Okay, so the people that's in that land currently, you got Palestinians in that land, Arabs in that land. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead. Which they all nations have helped beautify America to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? America gets shit sent over here from all over the world, man.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead.
It says, of the oaks of Bashan,
So like it mentioned Lebanon, right?
Yeah.
The cedars.
Yeah, we know Lebanon.
Right. Did you want to look up?
Oh yeah.
The word Lebanon is the Strong's H3844, and the word is Labanwan. Labanwan, and the reason I'm saying it as Laban is because the root word is Laban. All right, Labanwan, which means whiteness, a wooded mountain range in the northern border of Israel
Yeah. And it's due to the snow.
in Palestine.
It's due to the snow. Okay. Oh, go ahead. Hold on. You read that last one again, Mr. Miller? There's another one that was mentioned.
Yeah, there's a different scripture.
It says Bashan.
Bashan.
of the oaks of Bashan have they made thy oars. The company of the Asherites have made thy branches of ivory, brought out of the isles of Kittim.
Yeah, and it even mentioned Asherites, which is the so-called people of Assyria. Oh, go ahead.
So the word is from the Strong's H1316 is Bashan, and it says that it's a district east of the Jordan, known for its fertility, which was given to the half tribe of Manasseh. It means fruitful, and it's a region east of the border of Jordan.
Yep.
All right, and then it mentioned the Ashurites, all right, and that's the Strong's H839, and the word is Ashar, and it means it's a type of wood. It says it's a type of wood, the cedar tree or some other light elastic wood.
Yeah, see where it says contracted from?
Contracted from Tha'ashawar, the Strong's H8391, Tha'ashawar, and it says a species of tree, box tree, small evergreen tree, perhaps cypress or cedar. A species of cedar.
So it's just going into the different countries and what they were able to provide Tyrus with it being beautified.
To help beautify it.
You know what I'm saying? And the same thing with America. We get a lot of shit from these other countries that was used to, like even the Statue of Liberty. It came from
France.
From France.
Yep.
You know, certain ivory, certain marble coming from Italy.
Yeah.
You know, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And then it mentioned Kittim or Chittim.
Yeah.
That word is Kothium. That word is Kothium. It's the Strong's H 3794. It says that it's a Kittite or a Cyprite, hence an islander in general, i.e. the Greeks or Romans on the shores opposite of Palestine. It says it means bruisers, general term for all islanders of the Mediterranean Sea. The descendants of Jobian, the son of Japheth, the grandson of Noah. So the islanders of the Mediterranean Sea.
Hey, so we're just gonna read the rest of this. Brothers get the concept as far as like, because there's a lot more names mentioned. But for the second time, we can just finish this out.
It's verse 7. Fine linen with border work from Egypt was that which thou spreadest forth to be thy sail.
Because the point that's being made is that all these surrounding countries in the Mediterranean, Tyre was being enlarged off of them. It was being made rich off of them.
Beautified.
You know, being beautiful. Well, it's beautified because it's it's making money. It's becoming, the richer a country is, the more beautiful it's going to seem. That's why Babylon has been the golden cup, man. Because it was being able to be made rich off all these other countries. So the point that the scripture's making here is that all these surrounding nations had a part in beautifying Tyrus.
They all brought different different materials, different things that they used to make it, the value of the place go up.
Yeah.
It says blue and purple from the Isles of Elisha was that which covered thee, the inhabitants of Zidon and Arvad were thy mariners, thy wise men, O Tyrus, that were in thee were thy pilots, the ancients of Gabal, and the wise men thereof were in thee, thy clakers, all the ships of the sea with their mariners were in thee to occupy thy merchandise.
Yeah.
The mariners, the sailor.
Yeah, so it said they was in Indy to occupy that merchandise.
Sailor.
On the water.
Verse 9 in the NLT, it says, wide, O craftsmen from Gabal, get the caulking, ships from every land came with goods to barter for your trade.
You hear that? Like, ships from everywhere. America, did y'all hear that part?
It says, verse 9, wise, O craftsmen from Gabal did the caulking, ships from every land came with goods to barter for your trade.
That's America, man.
Yeah.
It says back in the KJV, it says they of Persia and of Lud and of Tut were in thy army, thy men of war, they hanged their shields and helmets in thee, they set forth the comeliness. It says the men
It mentioned hella motherfuckers was part of the military. As far as like the Navy, or just the military period. And what is it in America? You got the same thing that happens. Like we mentioned earlier, in the Roman Empire, if you served in their military, they was handing out citizenship.
Yeah.
Same thing in America. They do the same shit.
And now green cards.
Hand out green cards.
You get a card. You get a card. You get a card.
That's coming to an end.
Yeah.
So Trump.
verse 11, the men of Arvad with thy army were upon thy walls around about, and the Gamadium were in thy towers. They hanged their shields upon thy walls around about. They have made thy beauty perfect. Tarshish was the merchant by reason of the multitude of the kind of the riches, with silver, iron, tin, lead, they trade in thy affairs. It says Javan, Tubal, and Meshach, they were thy merchants. They trade the persons of men and vessels of brass in thy market.
And you got to understand that at this point in time, you know, Meshach, Tubal, them were Japhites. All right, go ahead.
It says thy of the house of Togarmah traded in thy fairs with horses and horsemen and mules. The men of Dedan, they were merchants. Many owls were the merchandise of thy hand. They bought thee for a present horns of ivory and ebony. Syria was thy merchant by reason of multitude of the wares of the making. They occupied in affairs with emeralds, purple, and bordered with work of fine linen and coral and agate. Judah and the land of Israel, they were the merchants. They traded in thy market wheat of Minas and Panaz, and honey and oil and balm. Damarcus was thy merchant in the multitude of thy wares of thy making, for the multitude of all riches, in the wine of Helbon or Helbon and white wool. Dan and also Javan, going to and fro occupied thy fairs, brought iron, cassis, and calamus were in thy market. The Dan was the merchant of precious clothes and chariots. Arabia and all the princes of Kedar, they occupied with thee in the lambs and rams and goats, and there they were merchants. The merchants of Shabah and Ramah, they were merchants. They occupied in fairs and cheap and spices with the precious stones and gold. Haran and Canaan and Eden and merchants of Sabah and Sheba, Ashur and the Chomed, they were merchants, and they were merchants of all sorts of things and clothes and blue clothes and bordered work and chests and rich apparel upon the cord and made of cedar among thy merchandise. The ships of Tarshish did sing, these are merchants that thou replenished and made very glorious in the midst of the sea. They roared and they bought thee in great waters, and the east wind have broken thee in the midst of the seas.
Hey, it said that the east wind has broken thee in the seas, man. So by way of maritime trading was how the Lord fucked up Cyrus. And that's the same way the Lord is gonna fuck up Babylon the Great. Is okay, Trump, you think you about to get in there and put tariffs on motherfuckers? Well, guess what? That's gonna backfire, man. Yeah. That's how the Lord gonna hit you with that liver shot right before he hits you with that overhand right, being a missile.
Yep, that liver shot's gonna make you cough up everything you ate. You're gonna cough it up and shit it out at the same time.
Verse 27 in NLT, it says everything is lost. Your riches and wares, your sailors and pilots, your shipbuilders, merchants, and warriors. On the day of your ruin, everyone aboard sinks into the depths of the sea.
Aboard! Like, you watch these movies where, you know, ships is shooting cannons at each other.
Man the ship!
That's what they made.
All is lost! Man the ship!
She's going down!
Titanic and shit. Go ahead.
It says back in the KJV, the suburbs shall shake at the sounds of the cities of the pilots, and all the handles of the oar, the mariners, and all the pilots of the sea shall come down to their ships. They shall stand upon the land, and shall cause the voice of their hurt to be heard against thee, and shall cry bitterly, and shall cast up dust upon their heads, and shall wallow themselves in the ashes, and they shall make themselves utterly bald for thee, and grind them with sackcloth, and they shall weep for thee with the bitterness of the heart, and bitterness wailing, and their wailing, and they shall take up a lamentation for thee, and lament over thee, saying that what city is like Tyrus, and like the destroyed in the midst of the sea.
Yes. What city was like Babylon the Great, like America? But look how by way of maritime trading and these failed tariffs, America just went to shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's crippled. It backfired. Nobody's trading with them because of these tariffs. Nobody's sending nothing to America, right? And they're fucking isolated on this big ass island. Just going through civil war, famine, blase. Meanwhile, the rest of the nations is trading amongst each other to a certain degree. That's what's about to happen, man. Go ahead. And being they got bricks, all that, it's about to get crazy.
It says, verse 33, KJV, when thy wares went forth out of the seas and fill as many people, thou didst enrich the kings of the earth with the multitude of the riches in thy merchandise. In a time when thou shalt be broken by the seas in the depths of the waters, thy merchandise and thy company in the midst of thee shall fall. All the inhabitants of thy isles shall be astonished at thee, and their kings shall be sore afraid. They shall be troubled in their countenance. It says, the merchant among the people shall hiss at thee. Thou shalt be a terror and never shall be any more.
Yeah, so, hey, the Lord is going to cripple this place via halting, goods from coming to America. Ain't nothing coming into this motherfucker, ain't nothing leaving out this motherfucker by way of the sea. And that's gonna be a gut shot to America, and it's just downhill. It's going downhill, man. My brother's got any input, anything? We're gonna wrap it up.
Can we just put this last paragraph?
Yep.
And you mentioned the BRICS. BRICS just got a new member with Indonesia joining.
That's what's up.
Indonesia joining, and Bolivia is on the way to get in there too.
Yep.
Which is great because I started working with Bolivia.
Hey, the thing about
No, I was done.
Hey, the thing about BRICS is because that's a direct opposition against what America got set up with NATO, man. It's direct opposition as far as global trade and how countries interact with each other. So if BRICS joins the war against America and NATO turns on America too, that's drawing all those other countries into it. All these countries that America's just been shitting on for the last 200 years.
All these countries that have been waiting to touch your ass.
I'm gonna get his ass.
No Diddy.
Oh damn! Damn, I don't like that.
That shit.
All right, just finishing this off real quick. I think we would see, as we did see during the Trump's first term, and indeed under the Biden administration, attempts to get the U.S. around the table and try to resolve trade disputes at a bilateral level. In this regard, it is clear that both the UK and the EU are likely to be mindful of the importance of the balancing act that they would have to need to perform in seeking to protect their own economic interests whilst not taking measures that are likely to escalate further disputes with their most important strategic allies.
So it's just a fucked up situation. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody in between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah. But yeah, hey, so with that, man, we're gonna wrap it up. Lord willing, we'll be out here again next week. And with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Barakah, Quadash.
Till next time, Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, kill those cold brains out there.